We are live. Welcome, everyone. I can't believe it is Thursday, the 27th of November, and it is the 14th session of this project back on track. In case we haven't met yet, my name is Barbara, and I support people living and working abroad to achieve their goals while maintaining their well being. And in the last 13 sessions, I was talking and sharing with you how I'm getting back on track in my life before 2026. And we did some reflection, we looked at blockers, looked at setting goals, productivity, procrastination, brain fog. Actually, I can share with you, and you have this link in the what is it called, like post description. And so you have here all these um this all these themes that we went through. And I can't believe that the last day is just like missing here, and we are going to be finished with this. And like every, like, you have here the live sessions. So when you check the previous the previous, or like when you click on one of these, you'll get to like tool that I have provided to you, and also to the recording, but like most importantly to the tool. So today I want to talk about overcoming failure. How do you overcome failure at work? How do you overcome failure at life? And the reason why we need to talk about it in getting back on track on the session, or in the session 14, is because we are finishing tomorrow with the live session, but of course you'll get a tool for the whole weekend. And then you will continue working on your goals, um, still in 2025, but then in 2026 you will want to level things up. And along this way, there will be some setbacks, there will be some failures, and that's okay. That's part of the game, and I know that you know that. But still, sometimes we really fear of failure, and we talked about, actually, about fear of failure last Monday. So feel free to check the session as well. You have the link in the description. I can actually share the link also into the comments. So I'm going to go to LinkedIn and going to add it there as well. And um, what I want to like touch today is overcoming the failure, because there is one thing like fearing of the failure. There is one thing to do everything you can do to actually avoid the failure, but you can't never avoid it, because like you can see it as this learning process. And um if you are like me, I don't like making mistakes. um and therefore we need to create a plan for it. So today I have created a tool, but this tool is more, let's say, to prepare you going forward. So you should, oh, let me just check how I'll share it for you so that you can see it really nicely. um Wait. Um, oh, StreamYard is great, but also just gets. Yeah, I can't. I don't really have many options how I can share it, because I would need to reload the page. Um, Wait, let's do it. Um, like this. And now screen share, and I'll make it bigger. I'm not sure if it will be bigger for you. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's just jump straight into it because like it's session 14. We like already covered so much around like your mindset, about your emotions, about your actions, most importantly about your actions. And we also talked about how things are under your control, or like we were focusing on things that are under your control. And so what I want to do today is to prepare for future failures. And like first I want to see first I want to offer to see failures as learning opportunities, but I also understand that in that moment it's really hard to pause and to say, wait a minute, I'm learning now. I'm going to think my future self will look back and say, oh yeah, that was a great day to learn. That moment, it is really hard to provide yourself some self-compassion. Yet in that moment, self-compassion is really, really, really important to provide you some understanding, some kindness, and compassion towards yourself. So, when you in the future fail, I don't know if it is going to be on Monday, if it's going to be tomorrow, or over Christmas, or with New Year's resolutions, you have two options. You will just stay in one place and you'll get into this cycle where you feel like you are in this cycle of failure, and you feel like, yeah, I failed again, of course it was me. And then the mind will also spin and look into the past for other proof that you always fail. And this will only make you to stay on one place. Or you have the second option, and that's to move forward. I was once at a workshop around like mindset for entrepreneurs, and I really liked the approach there. Where and like the only thing that I took from it was this mindset of now what. So that was like something. Well, only not the only thing. It was the most important thing that I took from the workshop. And so the the theory behind it was that to move you forward, you need to accept what happened. So yeah, I failed. Yeah, I uh, totally wrote the email wrong. So now what? What can I do? And the goal is to focus on what's under your control. So what can you do? Can you perhaps contact your supervisor and ask for more help? Can you perhaps write another email? What is it that you can do? And with this mindset, you will not stay on one place or in one place, but you will move forward from that situation, and that will help you to also move forward in your progress, because the next time you'll know, and you will be able to recover from this, let's say, setback, or from this failure faster. Now, the word failure is quite often used. That's why I'm using it today as well. But and I would like to talk about this in the future more, because I feel like my content is lacking this. I would like to offer to not see failure as a failure, and not to call it as a failure, but perhaps as a learning opportunity, or as a, you know, find it um, a new term. But failure is There's no such thing as failure. As long as you don't give up on yourself, um, you can't never fail. But like for for the purposes of this session and of what we know as a failure, or how we use this word, that's why I'm using it for this session as well. I hope that makes sense and that I'm not like talking against myself. But yeah, do let me know if you have any questions around this, and I'm more than happy to clarify this. Okay, so you have these two options. You always have options. There is never a case where you don't have more options. And so if you are willing to move forward and to say, okay, yeah, I screwed up, but let's move forward. What can I do about it? You can remember, or you can remind yourself on this protocol. This is something that will help you to move forward. You can write it down. You can write it down to your phone. It doesn't matter what you failed at or what you're feeling like you're failing at. And then to support you, I want you to tell something to yourself to stop the ruminating, to stop the guilt. Something that will help you to remind yourself that this is actually not that end. And so that you accept it, acknowledge it, you pause, and you ask yourself, now what? So what's my next move? What do I do next? What do I do next? And this can be really simple. Like, for example, as you can have here, can see these examples. It can be to just like stand up and go for a walk, or to drink water, to really stop it, and then to come back and continue working on the project, or continue doing something that will help to get out of this setback, let's say. I know this isn't really a tool that you can take and do and work on it today, unless you have there actually today something that you feel like you fail at, and I want you to practice on it. That actually just came now, so I would recommend doing that. When I was preparing the tool, because I am doing this journey back on track with you, and I'm sharing the tools that I am using. So I try to add this mindset to my everyday life. So it's not always easy to do that. And I would really like to add it more to my life. But it has been definitely helpful. And we don't want big changes. We want sustainable changes. See it as this 1% better. Just to be 1% better today. And so, yes, sometimes it is going to be really hard to start this rumination. But you have the choice. And even if it's really hard for you to stop the rumination, or even if you don't realize that you actually are in this cycle, and you really like think of it, okay, yeah, like in this cycle, like how you screw up, as soon as you notice that, that's already a win, because you are aware of it, and then you have the choice to do something about it. So it's not like if you 1 second after it happens, you don't you don't realize that your mind is ruminating so hardly, uh, it's okay. Yeah. So that would be it for today regarding overcoming fear of failure or fear failure. That would be it in overcoming the failure for today. Tomorrow we are going to talk about continued success, and like we will look again and like more deeper into the future approach for you to stay on track. So yeah, I really look forward to it. I can't believe that tomorrow is the session 15. But it's been journey, and I'm really happy that I did it, and I'm really happy to see the results. And when I look back, I see so much work that's behind it, and that's been done, and it's been a lot of internal work, a lot of external work, and yeah, I can only recommend it. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to DM me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.